Hey guys, it's Ingrid, and today I want to talk to you about a product that I found on Amazon for brows. This is nothing I've ever heard of before. Glamzilla, if you're familiar with her, did a video on this where she basically gave herself a unibrow. I'll put a little bit of that in here.
This look like what? What? I know it's crooked, but I am actually so impressed. Gives you different strokes.
And I was sold on it because I have tried so many of these multi-brush tip products. I've used the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. They have like a brow tint pen, I think it's called. Benefit makes one. It's the Mighty Fine Brow Pen. And then there's a L'Oreal Faux Brow one, which I think I even did a video on. And I cannot find one of these that I can make work. But the way that she was able to twist this thing out and crank out a gorgeous brow with it, it sold me. This is the W3W 4D double-ended brow pen. And on one end, you've got just a regular single tip brow pen. Mine is in the shade light brown. And then on this end is where the magic happens with that angled multi-brush tip. Hopefully you can kind of see what's going on there and then how that looks as a swatch. I made two lines and you can see it kind of blends in a little bit. Like I'm not seeing multiple hair effect results. So I have used this once or twice. It's not what's in my brows today. This is the NYX Blade and Shade or NYX Blade and something or other. I'm going to take this off my brows and show you what this one looks like going on and see if this one's worth your money. It's $9.99. It's not crazy price. Okay, I'm gonna dab those extra dry so I don't have any underlying chemicals affecting the brow product because we've learned that that can happen. Just really wanna give you guys a good impression of what this can and can't do because don't come across my feed being gorgeous and amazing with your brows and not be able to do the same thing for me. All right, we're all cleaned off, we're all dried off. Now let's go in. I'm gonna use my close-up mirror here right below the camera. And they say to use the angled square tip first. We're gonna look at the application ease here. So I'm super thin in the front part of the brow, and as it gets towards the tail, it's a little more full. So let's see what this does. Right away, my first concern is the color. This is light brown, and it kind of is going on and pulling a little orangey. As I take it through the rest of my brow, it's really not doing much for like individual hairs. Like you're just seeing color here and some of my own hair in there making it look like I've added hairs, but it's just the color from the actual pen. So let me try to touch up a bit with the single brush tip side. Brows are so stressful. I'm finding that the color on it is so distinctly different from my own brow hair color that I really need to take this all the way through. As I go through this end of the brow, like the tail of the brow, with the brush tip of it, that's leaving some nice lines that look like a hair. But this other side, I just don't know. I'm gonna screw this up. Going in with a brush, I want to try and spread the product. It's really not budging. So that's a good thing. If you can find a color that works for you, it's not going anywhere. Let's try this side. Going in with that square edge tip with like, what has it got? Maybe 4 or 5 little brushes on there. You really can't go over the lines you've already put down because then it just starts looking like smudged color instead of individual hairs. Yeah, it doesn't look like individual hairs at all. Towards the front where it matters. I don't know that the color, well, the color doesn't look right, but I don't know that picking like their blonde shade would make much of a difference because my brows, I usually do a little darker anyway. So yeah, it's on there and it's not going anywhere and it's not even. So I'm gonna just try and remove a little bit around the edge here with some micellar water. What is going on here? You know what? We're taking it off and we're gonna start over, at least on this area. Okay, let this dry. This is requiring a lot of work. Now, if I can make it work for me, that's fine. I know you have to like kind of learn the technique on new products, so I'm okay with that. I'm still stressed about it. Okay, so let's try again, shaking it up. I feel like I'm not getting a nice controlled brow hair effect. And that's what I want from a product like this. I want it to look like little lines of hair. And I can do that with so many of my drugstore level products that are brow marker type, just like what's on this end. But if I could do it really quick with something having a multiple tips like this, that would be amazing. And I just don't think we're there yet. I don't think. If you guys are not as picky about how your brow hairs look, this might be perfectly fine for you for something that is a quick fill product. Covers a lot of area, does it quickly, dries quickly, is not going anywhere throughout the day. But I'm just not happy with the individual brow hair effect, which is what a product like this is supposed to provide. So I'm gonna say save your money and spend it elsewhere on a different product where you're gonna just get the single tip like that, and you're just gonna take a few more seconds to go in and kind of fill in than you would with something like this, which is a bummer and disappointing, and I was really hoping to find a holy grail for us. You're still gonna need to go in with a hold product. This is not the kind of thing that's going to provide any kind of hold, but it isn't going anywhere, that's for sure. So I'm just going in with a clear mascara. I'm gonna lay down what it did do for me. This is not something I would order again. And I hadn't heard of W3W before. They have a whole store on Amazon with different kinds of makeup. I'm not sure if this is like a made in China thing or what, but it's not something that I have ever seen in any of my local stores. Have you guys seen this anywhere other than Amazon? I guess it doesn't really matter because it's not so great. You don't need to go looking for it. If you're curious, the clear mascara I used is Wet n Wild. It's mega clear and it's super basic, like 99 cents. And this will hold it all day. So yeah, guys, just a real quick one product review. The W3W brush tip brow pen is going to be a no for me. Unless you're looking for something that's just a quick, easy fill and you don't care about definition, pass. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure that you click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, if you liked this style of video with just one quick product review, I have a whole playlist full of them. Go check it out. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.